Speak like you love yourself. Think like you love yourself. Eat like you love yourself. And care for your natural hair like you love yourself.
Compound cumulative toxin exposure is what we really should be focusing on. And so what does that mean?
Okay, so several of you have asked me to look into this line, and here's what I'm going to say. They are definitely omitting ingredients from the website because it's not possible to shampoo hair without a cleansing agent. It's also not possible to keep our water, including or based products, shelf stable without any listed preservative or essential oils with antimicrobial capabilities. Now, because I formulate products, in addition to being a cosmetologist who's science focused and researches ingredients, I can spot formulation gaps and ingredient omissions better than the average consumer or professional. So as far as recommendations here, what I'm going to say is that if you're the type of person that is okay with the occasional toxin exposure, like you'll eat processed food here and there, you wear synthetic fragrance, then it's probably okay to use so long as they're not omitting a laundry list of toxins, which we can't even really be sure of because the ingredient list is not complete. But if you're running a pretty strict health program, this is not the direction that you would move in because ingredient transparency is required and compound cumulative toxin exposure is the root cause for disease. And here's more on that.
It means that we live in a world where we have to pick our poisons, unfortunately, unless we are going to completely and totally align with everything that the Creator has created, Mother Nature has created. We are in a man's world that has required us to pick our poisons. There are very few things that are synthetic and man-made that are not toxic to our overall health and the planet. And I want to make sure that we are all aware of that.
So in my previous reel on this particular company, I informed you all that it was my findings that they were indeed omitting ingredients from the website, just based on my knowledge of product formulation, and then the fact that some of the products had no ingredients listed whatsoever, and then some had only key ingredients listed. Since that time, I was informed that there is a Facebook group where people are gathering to share their complaints and experiences with the company. And one sister even forwarded me her emails with their customer support team. So not only are they omitting ingredients from the website, but they actually do contain toxic ingredients in the products. And they have a no refund policy. So I want to be very clear here, you guys. This is false advertising. This is fraud. This is dangerous to people who have allergies and need to know what all is in the product before they are purchasing it. So if you have been impacted by this issue, they won't refund you, but your best bet would be to contact your financial institution to file a fraud claim against this company. It's sad that we have to do these sorts of things, but this is where we're at with some of the companies. And so how do we protect ourselves from businesses that operate this way? If they have no ingredients listed, don't buy it. If they have only key ingredients listed, don't buy it. And then, of course, you can get my ebook where I've provided an extensive list of ingredients to avoid when shopping for hair products, so that should you find yourself in a situation where something shows up to your door that is not as advertised, you know whether or not it's safe to use. Now, the upcoming slides are in here because I wanted to be able to demonstrate for you guys that this toxic ingredient issue is not brand specific. It is a widespread issue that is impacting so many of us. And no matter which product lines I choose to review, a lot of people are just coming forward
sharing their experiences, the things that they notice. Some of us haven't put together yet that these products are the issue for the reason for our scalp issues, our hair loss, why our hair texture is changing, why we're even having hormone problems. We haven't put it together yet, but hopefully after you watch this video, everything will make sense for you, and you'll be on the path to making truly informed purchasing decisions, utilizing products that are great for your health and your hair.
So get your tea, get your reading glasses ready, and pull up to the toxic ingredients that are indeed in miel, no longer organics.
So detox, yes, but actually target the products that are toxic. And there are a lot of them, calling themselves naturals, and they are loaded up with all these synthetic ingredients that are slowly drying out the hair. That are breaking down the cuticle.
I knew I was not crazy. My hair changed completely in a month, and I didn't know why. These were my curls 2 months ago. You can see how juicy they were, how long, how beautiful. This was the first day I started using the products on my hair. This was a week ago when I washed my hair. Yes, girl, I literally want to cry. Look at that. And this is my hair after using the products for a month. Look how empty they look. Look how the texture completely changed.
That are causing scalp issues. Changing the hair texture, that are contributing to health issues.
Even taking medication, so I don't even know why I thought any of these things, right? So then I braided my hair again and left my hair alone. And again, I was oiling my scalp. I wash my hair once a week. Literally 2 weeks ago, I took my braids out. And when I took my braids out, here's a picture. I'm going to insert the picture of when I took my hair out and what happened. When I took my hair out, I looked at my hair and I was like, this is not my hair. My hair never used to look like this.
Y'all know what happened with that one that was starts with the D and ends with the curl. And
Those of us who've been in these natural hair streets for longer than a minute, we have seen this so many times before. Diva Curl, Cantu, Olaplex even, and now Miel. It's time for change.
And a lot of these ingredients are linked to serious health problems like neurotoxicity, endocrine disruption, hormone issues, cancers, things that our relaxed sisters are dealing with now after years on years on years of using the relaxer products. And if we're not careful, a lot of us are going to end up there too. So I took the time to add a whole added chapter on ingredients to avoid. On the upcoming slides, I have detailed for y'all the problematic ingredients as well as the areas of the body that they have toxic effects on. So for this part, you're probably going to want to pause and enlarge to read, as I'm only going to be highlighting certain ingredients that I want to speak to. But all of them are important when it comes to understanding their toxicity to your body.
10 side effects that people experience from using Miel Organic. Let's get it. Let's get up in these comments. So I'm gonna make myself small. We're gonna start at the top. Mrs. said, I tried to tell people, made my scalp burn for days, sores on the scalp, hair loss. I stopped using immediately and my hair is recovering with minoxidil. Unique Me said, this product also took my hair out and I can see clumps of hair going down the drain whenever I wash with shampoo. I think clumps of hair was the most common phrase in this post. Then we have Girl That's Coco. She said, this happened to my sister. We tracked it back to this damn oil. She also suffered from dermatitis, shaking my head. Lex came in and said, this oil gave me really bad headaches. Someone else in the comments was saying that they were suffering from migraines and they never got migraines before. So I stopped using it after 2 days. After seeing this, I'm glad I stopped. Doc Kim said, I've been having scalp irritation. There were people that were saying that their scalp was inflamed, bleeding. I thought it was from the braids. I literally just washed my hair and it's itching already. You gotta stop using that product, but don't run. Hold up, we got more. You already here, you might as well stay. This one says I used it and I noticed my hair was dry and breaking horribly. I developed psoriasis. I would comb my hair and handfuls of hair would come out. Same for my daughters. I'm livid. Ash said, this makes so much sense. I'm wearing a new hairstyle and thought it was the hair causing the irritation. My scalp was literally raw. Okay, raw. My spouse developed itchy scalp after using this. All right. She said, this gave me a chemical burn. Now, if you know a chemical burn, if you ever had a relaxer that sat too long, yeah, that's a chemical burn. Love Life said, I used the oil and got scabs, literal scabs. I thought maybe my hair wasn't thick enough. It's wavy and thin. Silly me. Unique me. Oh, I think I already put that. Let me bring y'all the 10th side effect. I lost that 10th comment, but it was something about dermatitis. Like people were over here going to the dermatologist, okay, thinking that they were going through menopause or that they were sick. People were actually thinking that they were sick. Anyway, I made this post for y'all in the comments who are saying that, oh, they're not using it right. Oh my God, they're using too much. No, it's more than one person. It's more than 10 people. It is over 10,000 people who are sharing the same story. So
we've been through the slides. We've heard the ladies telling their stories about what happened with their hair loss. And so for those of us who took the time to pause and read, we should have noticed some things. And is that all of the ingredients that I highlighted cause several health issues that can all culminate in hair loss. So we have ingredients that are toxic to our immune system. They are connected to allergies. They are disrupting our endocrine system, They are connected with neurotoxicity, organ toxicity, reproductive toxicity. Some of them are even connected with cancer. They have contaminants that are cancerous. What else? They're toxic to the environment. And of course, they're irritants to the eyes, skin, or lungs. So we have ingredients in these slides, in these products that are connected to all of that. But I want to focus on 3 very specific areas of toxicity that are primarily responsible for the culmination of the hair loss, okay? And the first one is endocrine disruption. So a lot of us don't know what the endocrine system is, and so I'm going to just give you a very succinct explanation. And so the endocrine system is a network of glands, organs, and tissues that create and release hormones into the body. Anything that disrupts your endocrine system can create hormone imbalances that trigger hair loss and a host of other issues. So that's endocrine disruption. Now, neurotoxicity, what is it? Neurotoxicity is the capacity of chemical, biologic, or physical agents to cause adverse functional or structural change in the nervous system. The term neurotoxicity refers to damage to the brain or peripheral nervous system caused by exposure to toxic substances. These toxins can alter the activity of the nervous system in ways that disrupt or kill nerves. Nerves are essential for transmitting and processing information in the brain, as well as other areas of the nervous system. Now listen closely. Your hair is an extension of your nervous system. So anything that is toxic to your nervous system can also trigger hair loss. And it turns out there are actually sympathetic nerves found in each hair follicle. And then the last area that I want to draw your attention to is skin irritation. And what is it? Science Direct, ScienceDirect.com. Irritation is defined as an inflammatory process of the skin, or dermatitis, that is not mediated by the immune system. Irritation can be the result of acute or chronic exposure to a large number of unrelated compounds. Your scalp is skin, ladies and gentlemen. Anything that is irritating or inflammatory to the skin is also irritating and inflammatory to your scalp. Inflamed follicles will release hair, and they may not grow it back, depending on how chronic the inflammation is. So those are the 3 areas I want to draw your attention to, because these 3 things alone affected and combined are why we're seeing this onslaught of hair loss from all these people. And just imagine the people that aren't even on social media, that don't even know that this is going on, right? What is your biggest takeaway from the ebook? It's called Natural Hair, Natural Life, Your Guide to Flawless Natural Hair Care and Non-Toxic Natural Hair Products. What's your biggest takeaway?
I actually have 6, but you want the biggest one?
I want whatever you want to offer us.
Very quick, I promise.
Yeah,
Okay,
no, I want whatever you want to offer us.
I actually printed it out. So I'm going based off of the page numbers that they were printed out for me.
Okay.
Page 15, which is section 8, the ingredient concern.
Mm.
We are all aware of what happened in 2024 when it comes to Mayel. I'm not going to keep harping on that. I've done several videos about it. I even spoke to a lawyer about the lawsuit.
Yeah.
I love that section because, let's say, for instance, a lot of people don't have the time to do the research.
Mm-hmm.
And I love the fact that your book lists all of the most common concerns. So let's say, for instance, I'm at Target and my favorite hair care company has released a new collection. I can take a picture of the back of it and I can just reference your book.
Yeah.
Or if I'm on Amazon, I can screenshot, or they typically screenshot, and I can have a reference. And like you said in the book, it's a comprehensive list. It's not exhaustive.
Right.
But one thing I do want to point out was your section about parfum or perfume.
So I've been getting an increase in hair healing consultations, and what I am noticing is around years 4 to 6, some of my new clients are experiencing breakage. They're experiencing thinning. They're losing density even though they're gaining length. Some are even losing hair at the scalp. And so they are reaching out to me to figure out why. And of course, my hair healing plans encompass some dietary changes, right? Because I want to make sure you're getting the proper nutritional support. But what I want to make sure that you all understand is that when you have a combination regimen of synthetics and natural, the natural products that you're using are only mitigating the damage that the synthetic products are doing. They are not preventing it, and they're definitely not reversing it unless you have very targeted methods that you're using. So the damage that you would see at year 2 if you were just strictly synthetic, maybe it doesn't appear to year 5 or 6. Now, these time frames will vary depending on the products that you're using and other factors. But I want to make sure that we all understand that if you want to avoid the damage, you're going to have to remove the damaging products from your regimen. There's no other way around it. You eliminate the problem, you automatically improve your results. The other piece that I think we're all forgetting here is that it's not just about hair. A lot of the ingredients in these products are impacting your hormones. They're impacting your nervous systems. They are adding toxins to your body system that contribute to cancers and other disease. So if you're having specific hair care concerns or just prefer one-on-one guidance to get you the best head of natural hair of your life, reserve the hair healing consultation.
Currency to the side. In my experience and observation, these big box brands are failing regardless of who owns them and what celebrity face is attached to them. They're failing because more and more naturals are prioritizing our health.
It's not just about the look of our hair. It's about the overall condition of our health. And what that means is that we are scrutinizing.
Okay, so not only do I agree with her, but I definitely have to give my 2 cents on this. So big box brands right now, they're made of cheaper ingredients, celebrities that's just doing the heavy lifting for it, and it's private label, right, of formulas that are being repeated, the same thing, and they just simply just add something new or add a name in there, just to kind of give it fluff. And that's simply why some brands feel disconnected now, because today's women, we want ingredients that's going to respect our scalp, improve our health, or at least respect our health, and are not cheap fillers. And I promise y'all, a lot of big box brands right now, they're using cheaper fillers. That's why smaller brands, companies sometimes cost a little more, because we're not using fillers. And that's one of the reasons why I'm so proud of this new era, because this new era of women who we're becoming right now, we're informed, we're choosing better, and we're doing better for ourselves on purpose. And that's what brings me joy. So I just had to chime in and share what I thought about this.
And what that means is that we are scrutinizing ingredients. We are taking stock of the overall condition of our hair and evaluating, is my hair in any significantly better condition from using this product that has marketed itself as the next unique big thing at top dollar, might I add? And the answer is no. So we're leaving them on the shelf. We are placing our health first. We are placing the condition of our hair first. And we are moving in a direction that is more honoring and harmonious with the environment and the wildlife and what's best for the planet. So cultural currency or not, you bring us better ingredients. You bring us products that will produce optimal results for our hair, and we will bring you our dollars.
I want to thank you all for watching and invite you to get what you need from my offerings so that you can get your hair, your scalp, and your health on track. I'll see you beautiful beings on the next one.